For today's class, we are going to be talking about sleeve, and from our measurement table, I am going to send this table to us by picture. We have the sleeve standard measurement to the table of sleeve proportion. So this is it. I am using size 10, so I am going to be checking size 10 from the sleeve proportion, and this is it. Size 10 from the sleeve proportion. So those measurements you'll be in need of for sleeve proportion is, for sleeve drafting of pattern, is the top arm, the sleeve size, the crown depth, we have the points D, we have the elbow width, we have the wrist, and we have the length of arm. So for you to measure it, you can do that yourself. For the top arm, you're going to measure the fullest part of your arm in centimeters. The fullest part of your arm. My own fullest part of the arm width, I'm going to be using this, but just for us to check. So the fullest part of my body width 36, and it's still free. Then our crown depth is a standard measurement from the table of sleeve proportion. You're going to check your width. You ask the person or you yourself, you're going to fold your hands so that you won't have a tight clothes here. So you make something very, see, you fold your hand like this, and you make sure that you are free enough. That's for the elbow width. This is the elbow side, and this is the elbow width. Then you're going to check your wrist. This is your wrist here. You give yourself the comfortable wrist that you want. My wrist between 21, and for me, if I want a tight one, it's with 70 and half. So that is that about then the length of arm too. This is how you're going to do it. You make sure you fold your hand, and I have like 63 here. It may not be up to that anyways, but that's the length of arm. So right now we're going to have border lines, and for your border lines, you need your border lines to be within the confine of your top arm. So you're going to measure your top arm first and see if your paper is able to accommodate. In fact, your paper must be able to accommodate the top arm measurement, else you will be having difficulty in drawing the perfect stuff. So I'm going to give my stuff, my paper, a borderline. I hope we can see it very well with the pencil. Okay, so I have my border lines already, and for me to go on, you have to fold your paper into two, but make sure your border line is hitting each other. Make sure it's hitting each other, the border lines. So this is it. Then you've already folded it into two this way. Fold it again and make sure the fold here is hitting the border line inside, because that is where we are working with. That is where my own 36 centimeters fell into. So I practically do not need this line here. It's not a line I need at all. but just to give us a framework of work, a framework. That's why I am going to leave the border lines that way. So I have 3 sharp lines now. I have this line here, this line, and this line. So I am just going to mark them out. Okay, so the next thing for us to do is to label. This is our top arm, this is our back, and this is our front. Our back sleeve, our top arm, but we would be identifying them with the beauty and health, and our front sleeve. So we can just label this one a male and a male. If you are good with statistics, you will understand the male, but you can call it a you, just something constant for them. So the next thing for us to do now is to check our crown depth. I am using size 10 and my crown depth is 13. So if you are dealing with someone with size 22, that means the crown depth of the person is 15. So this is crown depth and you're checking it through. Pick whatever size you are working with and check the crown depth. So mine is 13. I am going to mark just 13 at the top arm, and I'll do the same here and here just to make a straight line. There's no reason other than that. I hope we all understand it to this point. So the next thing for us to do is to come down on the back sleeve. We need to come down for us to make our curve. So on the pattern, on the proportion table, the table of sleeve proportion, we have our coming down on point B to be 5.5 because I'm using size 10. If you are using any other size, you are going to work within the framework of your size, of your body size, of your cloth size. So mine is 5.5, and as you can see in the proportion table check wall, you will see that there is no point F for the front part. What we are going to do is that we are going to add the back coming down plus 0.5 centimeters. You know, we came down here by 5.5 because that's my own size, but if you are coming down on the front, you are adding 0.5 centimeters. You'll be adding 0.5 centimeters, so that means I'm coming down by 6 centimeters on the front sleeve. So let me quickly ask a quick question. I will ask the question and I will answer it. What if I am coming down by 6.5, which is 22, which is size 22 on the table of sleeve proportions? What if I'm coming down by 6.5 on my back sleeve? What you will do is to add 0.5 to the front sleeve. That means you are coming down by 7 centimeters on the front sleeve. I think we all understand that. So we are going to be joining from this point here to this point, then to this point, to this point, to this point. That's what we'll quickly do now. We'll connect the points together. So we are already moving gradually to achieving what we want to achieve. Now we have our, like, how many boxes? Like 1 2 3 4. We have 4. So on our back side, what we're going to do is to find the midpoint. Not even on our back side alone, we're doing that for the front sleeve too, but we're starting from here. So you measure whatever you have from this point to this point and find the midpoint. So I'm having like 12 here, and I'm marking 6. Yeah, I have like 10 and a half. So 10 and a half will give like 5.75. I'll mark here too. This one gives me like 11. I'll be marking 5.5 centimeters. Then from this place to this place, from this other side to this other side, I have like 11.5. 11.5 divided by 2, I will have like 5.75. So the next thing is for us to come out. We'll come out to go up, come out, go up. So from U to B, we'll come down by 1 centimeters. Like, we'll come out by 1 centimeters, like this. From B to T, we'll go up, we'll come down, we'll go up by 1.2 centimeters. So please make sure that your line here on the ruler is on this other line here to make a straight line. If not, you'll be having a stunted line, a slanted line, a line that is not accurate. So this is my 1.2. Sorry, I should go up 1.2. This is why we need eraser, so that we won't have double lines. So we're going up here as well by 1.2. we're moving up by 1.2, and on this point here we are coming down by 2 centimeters. 2 centimeters from F to U, and from T to F 1.2 centimeters. So I hope we are getting it just like we are doing it to this point. There's no confusion. I know we get it. We are the best. Okay, so right now we are going to curve out the curves and everything on the arm. You know, our arm, or we have a curvy hand, we have a curvy sleeve. We have to shape it out by having this kind of curve, and that's what we want to do here. Please note how we are going to be placing our hip curve, our curve, whatever curve you're dealing with where you are. This, note how you are going to be placing your curve. So for the UB, we are going to place it this way, and we'll join the points. Note how the curve is being placed. If possible, try and draw it down, because it could be confusing. So we have the curve here. The second curve, for the second curve, we'll be having something like this. Okay, your curve must pass through the line we already drew out. Okay, then from this point we can adjust the curves ourselves, but make sure that it passes through the points we've made before. So that's the BT curve. Then the TF curve, we are turning it this way, then I'm going to draw out. this went straight. Then the last one we are having it this way. The front part is more curvy because we have bust. If it were to be guys' clothes, like a man's clothes, men's wear, they don't come as low as this. But because God has blessed us so much with beautiful shapes, we have a more curvy part than them. So it's already looking like it. It's already looking like it. So the next thing for us to do is to determine how where our elbow width would fall to, and our elbow width is usually the half of our length of arm. My length of arm, according to the size here, size 10, reads 59 to 60. So I'll be using 60 centimeters for my length of arm. Then my elbow length is not always given, but it's usually 2 to 3 or 4 longer than the half of the length of arm. So if my length of arm is 60 now, my half is what? Is 30, and standard table of sleeve proportions made us know that our elbow length is usually 2 to 3 to 4 longer than the half of the length of arm. So which one should I pick? I'll be picking 33. That is, I'm adding 3 centimeters to the half of my length of arm, and I am just going to be doing that now to get the elbow. This is 33 here. Then I'll just go this way and the other side to make a straight line. Here is my straight line. So on this line, I am going to be marking my elbow width. My elbow width, size 10, is 30. It is 30. So 30 divided by 2, we have 15. So we just need 15 here. And why are we dividing it by 2? We are dividing it by 2 because we have 2 arms. We have 2 hands, not like our bust that it goes just all round, not like our waist that it goes just one round, but our hands divided by 2 because it's just 2, and that's it. So 15 divided by 30 divided by 2, sorry, that's 15. So we'll mark the 15 here, and we'll mark the 15 on the other side here. Then let's go to the wrist. My wrist reads 16.5. So 16.5 divided by 2, 16.5 divided by 2, that is 8.25. So we are going to be marking our 8.25. Also, this is the 8.25. This is 8.25, and we have 16.5 here. So we can use our ruler to join back. We use our ruler to join back. So